We've got baseball for you this afternoon from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Cleveland Indians. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Josh Tomlin is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Cleveland. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, remember last year he had an ERA in the low threes. Very dependable, very consistent. One of the most reliable pitchers in the game.
And our first pitch is moments away as Curtis Granderson stands in to get us going from Progressive Field.
Right fielder, number 3.
No surprise from this manager. Infield overloads the right side as they'll try to force the hitter to avoid the shift. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Eric, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
When you're looking at trying to get out of a funk like this, it always helps when you can hand the ball over to a veteran starter that's been through this before, and luckily for them, they're going to be able to do that here.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Altogether, a fine afternoon for baseball. 66 degrees, the game time temperature. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
It's a swinging bunt up the line. Gomes scoops it up on to first, and that'll take care of Granderson for the game's first out. With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, they need to get guys on base, so you need patience at the top of the lineup and then aggressiveness out of the middle of the order once you've got some guys to drive in.
David Wright will stand in. He comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you're hitting under 200 for the season, games like yesterday are going to happen on a regular basis.
First delivery to him on the way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Napoli onto the grass. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, one of the great short team, especially when you're talking about athleticism, Francisco Lindor. What he does just amazes everyone. Watch him in this one.
Hit hard to short. Lindor is up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. And now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Matt Harvey is on the mound for game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he was really on his game. Had a bunch of strikeouts and really kept the hitters off balance. We'll see if he can do that here.
Rajay Davis comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Rajay Davis.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. These Mets, EK, as they take the field here today, they're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And it was a great start to the road trip. They were able to pull out a 1-run victory, so hopefully that'll give them a little momentum because they've got some very difficult games coming up in this stretch.
Oh, he lifts a high pop-up. Drift out number 1. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, I know these pitchers are going to have to be careful when dealing with Jason Kipnis.
He is such a clutch hitter for this ball club. His average with runners in scoring position is up over 400 on the year, so expect him to cash in if he gets a chance.
Harvey steps into his windup. Here comes the first pitch. Jason Kipnis comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. In the air now out to right field. After it is Granderson. Can't make the play, however. It's over his head. And he will get there with the first hit of the ball game, a 1-out double.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Francisco Lindor will stand in here. He drove in 1 of their 2 runs in last night's ball game.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
1 out and a runner on second base. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Cabrera is there. Throw gets him, 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, as Asdrubal Cabrera is a show-stopping, acrobatic shortstop that dazzles fans with incredible plays on a regular basis. Look out for him to make some great plays on defense in this one.
Mike Napoli gets his first shot now, trying to cash in with a runner at third and 2 gone.
Yeah, and all he needs to do here is find a hole anywhere.
Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
And this is maybe not a pitch-around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this and 2 away.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. Potential trouble. Tribe turned away in the first. We played 1 in Cleveland with no score. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
In there, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this, the difference between 1-1 and 0-2 is huge.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Hard hit ball to second. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
Batting fifth.
And this is just a great job of protecting him. You can see this pitch is down, it's away. It's a borderline strike if it's in the strike zone at all, yet he just reaches out and slaps it into right field.
Lucas Duda will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Before the first pitch, a check at first, but the runner's back easily. He's set. Here it comes. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Ball coming on hard as he makes the diving catch.
Wow, tough play.
Batting sixth, second baseman.
And this is something we'll see a lot with that cut fastball. Here it is again in show motion. When you hit a ball right below the label, you're going to get this 9 times out of 10.
Here's Neil Walker, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Gets a small piece near the plate, but it gets foul. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
He's bounced back nicely here after the leadoff single. Kept the guy anchored at first. He's done what he's needed to do.
as Drupal Cabrera will stand in, trying to keep up the hot pace as he's well over 400 here to start the year.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
And he'll get back in standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ready on 1-2. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Snap throw from the catcher. And again, he's back in safely. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Carlos Santana will stand in now. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night.
Well, yesterday he just kept things rolling. You know, he's had 8 RBIs in his last 10 games. I got to take that.
A surprise now from a manager that typically doesn't like to shift. He signaled his infield to overload the right side. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Harvey sets his sights. Coming at him with the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Now this one sets up a big pitch because you don't want to lose that leadoff guy in a scoreless ball game.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So one away in the inning now, and before we get too much further, let's take a look at where the Mets find themselves in the race for the National League East. Into the box now, Yan Gomes. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup, 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Bottom of the second here with no score. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And he's showing some real life with that fastball. That's a great spot on a 1-0 pitch.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And that is not good.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
2 out, nobody on. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hard hit ball to second, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And after going strikeout to start the inning, looked like to work now with a 2-out base runner.
Juan Uribe will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. Harvey over to first. A dive, but he's back. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. The 0-1 pitch. 1-1. Hit to short. Cabrera's up with it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. One left for the Tribe. We'll move to the third with no score. Back from Progressive Field as we're set for the beginning of the third inning here on the show. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight-up alignment. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High and deep to straightaway right. Ranging back is Davis. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
And you know, pitching's a lot more than just velocity. This guy, he's living proof. If you hit your spots, change speeds, you can get guys out with an 87, 88 mile an hour fastball, and he did it right there.
Alejandro De Aza will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
Lays off 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. Now a bunt attempt, but he missed it. Strike one. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Standing in now, Curtis Granderson. As he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
Oh and 1, here it comes. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Tyler Naquin digs into the box in the bottom of inning number.
Tyler Naquin.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
One ball and one strike to the leadoff man here in the home third. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. On a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
To first. Duda's up with it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Right fielder number 20, Rajay Davis.
Stepping in, Rajay Davis. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
And a curveball taken for strike 2.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. 2 different pitches, both taken on the inside corner, and now they can go just about anywhere they want.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Hey, if you came here to see offense in this ballgame, sit back and relax just a little bit. Both of these pitches are absolutely dueling it out right now.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. And Wright will make the catch to retire the side. Former cover boy David Wright leads things off when we come back. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. And there now is David Wright. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. And he'll step off and try again. Grounded down the third baseline. Uribe's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Settling in now, Michael Conforto. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Naquin over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Yoenis Cespedes.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Bounced weakly near the plate, but that one rolls foul. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Lindor is there for it. And that retires the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Francisco Lindor is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Harvey's ready. First pitch on the way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Granderson is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for Cleveland.
Third and final game of this 3-game set comes your way Sunday afternoon. That's tomorrow as you see the pitchers scheduled to take the mound in the series finale. Mike Napoli is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Now batting, designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
Now in the box, Carlos Santana, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. The 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. De Aza going back, still going back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3 through 4, still tied, 0-0. Lucas Duda heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Into the box, Neil Walker. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Infield shifts now. They'll overload to the right with the shortstop on the other side of the second base bag. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike one.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
He gets another easy pop-up there, and this is just turning into a walk in the park. It's been a pretty stress-free outing for him so far.
Digging in, Asdrubal Cabrera. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, he's batting lefty right now, but does it matter? He can hit from either side of the plate.
Squared that one up just a little late. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Lifted into center field. Naquin is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. Halfway home, still no score. Yan Gomes comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hit on the ground to short. And a flip to first from Cabrera in time for the first out.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Now to the plate, Jose Ramirez. He reached on a single in his first try. Grounded to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Juan Uribe stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
2 out, nobody on. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And with two-way, you're just looking to get on base somehow, especially when this guy hasn't given you anything so far. So, at the very least, make him work out of the stretch and throw a few more pitches here.
Tyler Naquin will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Harvey pauses. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the alley and left center. In there, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from first crosses the plate. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Tyler Naquin has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Here's Rajay Davis now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. Indians get a run thanks to the RBI triple. 5 innings complete. It's now 1-0 Cleveland. Travis d'Arnaud will come in now to start things out here in their half of the sixth as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
And I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Kipnis has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal, and it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
So the leadoff man retired now for Alejandro De Aza. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. That's inside. 2-0.
After the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Now a cut fastball finds the target. 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Little chopper back to the mound. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
And you know, I think a pitcher's first reaction on a comebacker is to duck, get out of the way. And then when you finally figure out you're a major leaguer, your second reaction is to actually field the ball. And sometimes you can get caught between the two. But this is good awareness right here to know where this ball is, not panic, and still get the out.
In now, Curtis Granderson. As he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of the zone.
And he reaches for one, but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Mets go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Jason Kipnis will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the 6th. And a step off. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Well, for that man right there, only the one run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
You know, some of Jason Kipnis' teammates affectionately call him Dirtbag because he has a habit of giving his body up and getting his uniform dirty on every play. And you got to love a guy like that.
For Walker now at second. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Well, he really bunched him up on that two-seam fastball right there. It's not a very confident swing either, and the result, just an easy ground ball.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. One, two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Bases are empty. One man out. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's Mike Napoli now. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe, but they're up 1-0. Back here in Cleveland. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. David Wright will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
First offering on its way. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Grounded to short. Lindor fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Michael Conforto will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And you know what? These guys have gone a long time without a base runner. You have to go all the way back to the 2nd inning for their last one, as they haven't been able to solve this guy at all.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Yoenis Cespedes. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Carlos Santana stands in, trying to change his evil ways here. Hitless in the ballgame so far.
Oh, I see what you did there, Matty. That's nice. No way you just came up with that on your own.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Swinging a ball line hard towards short, but right to Cabrera, and that's the first out.
Yeah, and late in a close game like this, that would have been a good leadoff base runner to have. And he definitely hits this ball hard. It's just pretty much right at the glove.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. This is hit softly to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 11, Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7-0. He's set down now as the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Cleveland's out in front, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Lucas Duda, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Brian Shaw will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Brian Shaw.
Leading off the inning, Lucas Duda, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Neil Walker will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. One out, nobody on. Not close. It's 2-0. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. On the ground up the middle. Kipnis is there. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The shortstop, number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. From the stretch. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That evens it up, 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And he fights this one off here to foul it off to the left, and that holds the count at 1-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Kipnis is there for it. And that's the third out. Down in order go the Mets. They trail this one 1-0. Juan Uribe digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score.
Juan Uribe.
Jim Henderson will come on and make his fourth appearance in this campaign.
Jim Henderson.
Juan Uribe will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Third baseman, Juan.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. The throw into second, and he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, these guys know the deal from the offensive standpoint. They've got to add on to give their bullpen just a little more breathing room. And this is a good start as he jumps all over this one and drives it for 2 bases.
Tyler Naquin takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. The double was his 3rd of the season here in this first month. Softly to the right side, should get the runner to third. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Yeah, and he had his first major league hit earlier in the game. How about a 2-hit game to start things out? Attaboy.
Rajai Davis will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Jerry Blevins is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Jerry Blevins.
Rajay Davis will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here.
Well, he hasn't swung the bat all that well against the other guys, so hopefully this new pitcher will give him a chance to swing it a little better. 2 strikeouts already.
To Walker for 1. On to first, and how about that? He comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play ball with 1 pitch.
Wow, you know, it looked like they might have had a big inning brewing here with first and third to start things out. They do get a run home here, but I'm pretty sure that's not exactly what they had in mind.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
2 out, nobody on. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now. Still 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Boy, he's seeing the ball well here early in this first month of the season. Here he doesn't try to do too much with this. He just takes it the other way. That average will climb even higher. He's got another base hit.
Now a snap move over to first, and he'll get back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. There now is Granderson as he makes the catch to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 9th inning coming up. The Indians on top, 2-0. Cody Allen is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. kicking off the top of the ninth, Travis d'Arnaud, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Bounce to first. Napoli's there. And he'll take this to the bag himself. One gone here in the ninth.
This isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or two. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Alejandro De Aza will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Up high, 2-1 now. Allen's ready. Here's the 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Curtis Granderson makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
And you got to think that guy right there is hoping he's going to get one final opportunity. They'll need a 2-out base runner for him to get any shot.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Ramirez sprinting after it, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope.
And this is what you want out of your starter. He gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 2-0. So long from Cleveland.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Cleveland Indians: 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Mets, no runs on only 2 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. The winning pitcher is Josh Tomlin. His record is now 1-0. Credit the save to Cody Allen, his 3rd. The loss goes to Matt Harvey. He falls to 1-2. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 30 minutes. A reminder that the Regional Transit Authority provides convenient, affordable service to and from Progressive Field. The Rapid Transit provides direct service to Tower City, only a short 10-minute walk from Progressive Field through RTA's Walkway to Gateway.